Okay, so here we are with Dragon's Crown from Atlus.
Well then.
I'm picking a character to start with. I have played a little bit of this. I played a little bit of the Sorcerer to get a little bit of a hang of how to play.
Well then.
But this time we're gonna... I do like magic users, so we are gonna go with the Wizard this time.
Indeed.
Let's go.
And don't think I want his name to be Moses. Let's be... Merlin. There we go. Merlin the Mage. And we'll go with... let's see what color we want to make him. Yeah? I think I am partial to the blue. Although I do kind of like the grayish quartz. We'll go with the grayish quartz. Let's create that. And as you can see, I have played a little bit as the Sorceress, who was pretty fun to play as, but we're going to make a new game now with Merlin here. So we'll choose him, and we'll start off short with the tutorial, because I believe the characters do play differently.
Yourselves and called for a stein of the finest mead. Your partner, Ranny, is in a particularly good mood.
This is Ranny. He's just the thief that runs around and opens boxes and chests and doors for me.
Quaffing the bar's spirits buoyed your spirits. When things are lively, Ranny will recount a certain tale. You were an adventurer, just starting out, and didn't know right from left. It was then that you first met.
Okay, so this should just teach me some basic tutorial, how to move and whatnot, and then a couple of other moves as well. Also, he's got a teleport as well. Excellent. So this is just basically a basic attack. It also increases my mana. Well, it is on the Sorceress anyway, because we do have limited resource. So there's slide, and then there's just that as well. So then, yeah, just holding it to recover. So right now I'm sitting at 300 maximum MP, but that can be increased through skills and whatnot. And then there's spells. So this is just very similar to the Sorceress. Yeah, actually, these abilities are actually exactly the same as the Sorceress from what I can tell. At least the fire ones anyway. Although Firewall, is that the same? Yeah, yep, same abilities. So it should be very similar. Basically just a male version of the Sorceress, I'm assuming.
How bothersome.
And then there are weapons you can pick up. I don't know, not a big fan of them in general, but I'd rather use magic. And then there's items, and it just wants me to use a health potion. Yeah, so it's basically, this is actually pretty much identical to the Sorceress, but I'm assuming he's probably plays pretty much exactly the same as the Sorceress. Just those that don't want to be a big, massive, booby character. So yeah, and then there's food you can pick up, and food basically you just eat it just by standing still. Once you've picked it up, you can see here I have one food currently, and if I stand still I will consume it up to, and you get up to 150% of your HP. Although what I haven't yet realized is if eating your food when you're missing HP is more potent than when you're at full HP.
The rogue Ranny inquired, after appearing from out of nowhere. He thought that it would be a simple matter to take advantage of your naivete and pocket some coin.
So the door's locked, and then basically I have to use this cursor with the right stick, which is kind of annoying to use sometimes, and then just hover over. Although, and you have to kind of use it a lot, because sometimes treasure just pops out of nowhere just by mousing over it. Well, I say mousing, but because it's kind of what it is. But I have to get them to open doors this way too.
It's my turn. Voila!
And you can open chests once it lets me. There we go.
Let's see. Oh yeah.
coins and stuff. Oh, I guess no stuff in this one. Kind of like a little mini boss. It's pretty easy to kill. It's not really a mini boss because it'll just become regular enemies afterwards. But and that's the basic tutorial. Pretty basic.
Since that point, you've been journeying under mutually beneficial terms. You handle combat, and Rani handles locks.
And so now basically it'll let me continue on with the story, which I haven't really gotten too far with in the sorcerers, so and I was kind of skipping a bunch of stuff too, so this time I'll go through it and see what's actually happening. There were some interesting developments. Hopefully they'll still be interesting the second time around. Alright.
You came to Highland as an adventurer. Like many of your fellows, you strove to challenge the dangerous labyrinths here. The labyrinths were every bit as perilous as you'd heard. Most were lucky to even have their bones exit the ruins. You don't currently belong to the guild. I recommend registering. You can get jobs there and learn skills.
Okay, so there is a quick travel as well, but I can also just run over to these places, so I could just hit... Well, I guess it won't let me quick travel just yet. But there is quick travel.
In full armor, the guildmaster, Samuel Joseph, stands in the center of the guild hall like a statue. You request to join the guild. Samuel issues you a test of skill. What will you do?
So there's the entrance exam and state that you're overqualified. So it seems like there's quite a few of these branching things in the story. So this time I will. This one here I think is just really just to skip a bunch of stuff, but I'm not certain. So although I will try to pick alternate things than what I did originally, just to see the differences. Here we'll state that we're overqualified for the test.
After hearing your reply, Samuel states that deeds, not words, are the truest hallmark of the worthy. You don't currently belong to the guild. I recommend registering. You can get jobs there and learn skills.
Okay, so we have to go back into the Adventurers Guild.
Clad in full armor, the guildmaster, Samuel Joseph, stands in the center of the guild hall like a statue. You request to join the guild. Samuel issues you a test of skill. What will you do?
Oh, I guess I have to do the entry exam regardless. So this is kind of like a fake choice here. Why would they do that? Let's poke his head. Can we poke his head? Poke, 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 poke. His stern yet soft eyes I've seen a lot. Some say he used to be a captain. He certainly has the body. ... Poke his sword. Interesting where his sword currently is.
After hearing your reply, Samuel states that deed.
Oh, really? Did I really just do that? Alright, let's go back and do this real quick.
Okay. You request what will you do?
Alright, I am very eager.
Test
Let's go.
Is to help a warrior named Roland. Samuel says that you can find him in the ancient temple ruins.
Okay, so now we have the town map. And the start menu. Okay. And more. Okay, and use the gate.
To prove your mettle for the guildmaster.
What? I did not want to go in there. What? Oh my god. So, to prove your mettle for the guildmaster, you head to the ancient temple ruins to assist the warrior Roland. Since we missed out on the little narrative there. Let's actually go meet my favorite person so far.
May I help you?
Yes, you may help me. And, can poke her face, she is a genius who seems to enjoy her current work. Although, however, if I poke something else on her, I don't get the nicest of response. Not that I'm going to poke anything. Yeah. So. Not really much to do here yet because I don't really have any money or anything. I think I have like 100, but I'll soon be having to use that for the repair tutorial. So let's head into these ancient temple ruins, which is our first real area we go to.
A magic gate was recently found in the ruins on the outskirts of town. Use that to reach your destination.
We will. Okay. So, I really do kind of like this map here. It's kind of neat. It's like nice. It spins around. And it's basically where all the different areas are. But right now I only have access to the temple ruins. But all of them are in here and it'll cycle around as you pick the ones you want. It's kind of a neat effect to it. So, let's head on into here. Level 1 area. Which we are level 1, so it's perfect area,
Many
perfect place
things
for
lie
us.
within the ruins of the old Elysian temple. Some quiescent, some far less so. An ancient dragon, spoken of in myths, is said to have destroyed the Elysian civilization in one night.
So there's all this little treasure you pick up and it gives you score. So you don't actually level up during each map. It's basically your score is tabulated at the end and that determines how much experience you get. I don't remember coming across the ferry this early on the last time I played. Or did I? Can't remember. I might have. Alright, let's just
You
open it.
liberated a fairy that was trapped in a cage.
To the ferry.
Let's see. Voila!
Lots of coins. Oh, and food. Always like
Pesky
food.
gnats.
It doesn't actually seem that doing those magic bolts from the air actually gives me mana back, which is kind of unfortunate. Although meleeing like that does. I would have thought it would, all of the square attacks would give mana back, but I guess not. Either way, I can always charge mana just
You
by
have made
holding
your way
square.
to Roland. At the guild's behest, he is looking for adventurers who went missing in the ruins.
So yes, very muscular Roland.
For you to pass your guild exam, you must help him. Roland tells you to search in the ruins that are submerged in water. Much time has passed since the missing were last seen. He tells you to bring back their bones if they are found dead.
So, looking for some bones. Oh, I hate these snake things. Oh, I hate these snake things. They always get me every freaking time. Alright. But I won that battle. Ha 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 ha. Okay. So as you see, sometimes just hovering over certain things will give me... Yeah, see? Like, that just popped out of there. Although, I'm not sure if it's always in the same
It's my
consistent
turn.
spots or if it's random.
Oh yeah.
And the treasure rank, that also seems like it may or may not be random. And there's also like certain things, like it's telling me to go in this door. However, there is this door back here that I can get my little
I got
thief
it.
guy to open for me. And he just leveled up. And I'm not sure what leveling up the thief does per se. But apparently he's level 10. Now I wonder if that carries over
The
from my other
Orc army
characters.
is apparently getting here via the water path. Their cargo is various articles from ships that had been reported missing.
Lots of chickens. Chickens are good. Good food. I'm at max food, so let me just consume some of it right now.
Oh, I can do that.
Alright, open these boxes, please, Mr. Roland.
It's my turn.
Oh wait, you're not Roland. Roland is the big barbarian guy. I actually don't remember what his name is. Ranny. See if I remember that. And open this box as well for me, Ranny.
Let's see. Voila!
So yeah, the more points I think, the better my score is at the end, the more I will level up. I'm pretty sure that's how it works, so. Yeah, so I guess he does not consume food if he's at the maximum amount, at 150% of HP, which is basically the max you can be at. I should have went back. But the thing is, once you go forward, you cannot go back. I just got a bunch of score there. Oh, stuff's still coming out of this little spot here. Anything else? No, nothing else. Alright. So, as you see, I'm always hovering my finger around, because you can get actually quite a bit of score. I do hate these spiders, but luckily, see, the thing is, the staff also determines the kind of spells you get, because there's like fire staves and thunder staves, ice staves, and they all have different magical abilities.
Simple.
I think the sorceress starts off with a frost one. So, what is this? A dagger? No, I don't want the dagger. And there are little traps here. This will be a spike trap. Yeah, as you can see. That was not. I was hoping that would not hit me, but alas, it did. Okay. I probably shouldn't have eaten that food there. Should wait till I lost a little more health, because it gives me about 30 each food. So.
How bothersome.
Thing is with the casters though, they don't really do much unless I'm actually casting. Their melee attacks don't really do anything, so I guess that's what makes them harder, is you always have to be managing your mana. And here it looks like there's a lot of treasure, and we found some bones. Now the bones themselves, the sorcerer, well the sorceress, I don't know about the wizard, but the sorceress gets an ability that can turn the bones into just like a temporary companion, like a skeleton. But what you're really supposed to do is you take them, and then they can just be AI companions that you use with you as well. Oh, see, here's the issue now, because I can't actually use fire in water, believe it or not. It makes sense, right? But, so I basically, anything I do in the water just fizzles out, as you can see. I've been using abilities and they're not really doing anything. So, what I tend to do is just throw fireballs from the air. But then eventually I'll be able to have more than one stave, and that should help out. But right now, since it's the only weapon I've got, I have to make do with what I have, which I don't remember if this upcoming fight requires me to fight in the water. But that would be really obnoxious, considering all he has is a fire staff. This should be some food. Yep. Alright, we fight up here.
Bothersome.
Come on. What? I thought I dodged that. Oh, that's fine. Oh no, he caught me. Get off me. What? Oh, I'm not playing well at all. Yeah, I'm doing really bad actually, surprisingly. And I'm in the water, so I can cast that. The thing is, the dodge does use mana as well, so I have to always be mindful of that as well when I'm using it. As you can see, this harpy is, if you look closely at her head and body, you'll notice that she's not quite a bird. Really? What? Come on. Okay. Actually, I wonder what this boulder does. If I can lift that up. Probably one of like the barbarian or something can probably lift that up. There we go. And harpy defeated.
There seem to be more nests similar to this one spread throughout the area. You exit the area, taking care to avoid drawing the attention of any other.
So I didn't really get any high rank treasures, unfortunately, but that's okay because it's probably still better stuff than I currently have equipped on him. Yeah. Quite a bit. Oh, so it looks like the gold is shared. Yeah, interesting. Okay. So as you can see, my score plus my bonus score will determine how much experience I get. I get 10% of my total score. So the bonus score here is defeat boss without dying, beat round unbowed, LP bonus, things like that. So you get bonuses for all of that. And then you get 10% of your total score as experience, which is kind of neat. So I hit level 2, got a little bit more HP, some strength, which not all that useful, but whatever. And we got 2 skill points. And then we've got all of our spoils here. So let's see what we got here. So, and it tells you basically what the level is and if it has any parameters on it. This one here looks like it has 2 things on it. I won't be able to use it just yet, but since we have the money, let's. Oh wait, hold up. Let's appraise that. See what we get from these glasses. Damage from undead foes, 11% less damage. Okay, we'll take it. And see what this one gives us. Oops, I sold that accidentally. Oopsies. Alright, let's appraise these gloves. That just gives us defense, but I mean it's better than not having anything equipped. So when he hits level 3, I'll use that. Now this is a rod that has different attributes. I believe the glow behind it determines the spells. So lightning damage plus 5. We'll take it. And this one we will just sell because it doesn't have any attributes on it. Now this one I am curious as to what's going to be on it. Intellect plus 3 and max HP. It's not terrible, so we will take this as well. Okay. And then we just take... Now there's nothing else left here, so we just, whatever, take and quit.
You have fulfilled the request. Report your work to the Guildmaster.
And I believe there are side quests and things like that as well. I mean, but we'll just basically be pursuing mainly the main quest in this Let's Play, so...